Hey guys, it's Sean and I just wanted to share a quick video with you. This is my son's new learning area. So this shelf here I picked up at IKEA for $40, and each bin, there's 6 of them, were $3 each. So for about $65 with taxes, you can create this little shelving area for your children. So this week we'll be learning about living things. So I just have a couple of different activities to learn about living things, and broken down into the different categories like practical life, language, fine motor, art, science, and sensory. So we'll just take a look quickly at the wall. So over here we have this little picture about a plant and the different parts of a plant. So the flower, leaves, stem, and roots. We have a little poem here because we'll be learning about animals and creatures and reptiles that come from eggs. Like this little poster here that shows a chicken, alligator, and snapping turtle, and those are the different eggs they come from. We also have a life cycle picture here of a frog. And we'll be also talking about ourselves and how we have to keep our bodies clean to keep germs out of our bodies, to keep ourselves healthy. So let's start here with the top. We'll be talking about this baby doll in a minute, and also with this water and bucket. But first of all, we have for his fine motor skills this little puzzle that's got some insects, some flowers, just, simple little garden friends. For sensory, we have his binoculars, which he can go to the window and look, for some birds, or just look at Mother Nature in general, and we can talk about what we see. So first bin down here is his practical life bin. So we have this little watering cup here, and there's water in this blue jug up here that he can get some water, pour it into here, and he's to water his plant every day to keep it healthy and alive. Also in here we have this little bean plant that came from Dollarama. There's a couple of bean seeds in there and a soil pod, and again he's to take that watering can and water it to see if we can grow some beans. And we have a betta fish. So also for practical life, he's to feed his fish daily to keep it alive, and we'll talk about these bloodworms and how he needs to eat daily to keep him healthy. Down from there is the language bin. So we'll be reading the story The Very Hungry Caterpillar, and this book is great because it talks about how the caterpillar goes from an egg into the caterpillar itself. After it eats food, the caterpillar gets nice and big and strong and healthy, and it grows its cocoon and then turns into a nice beautiful butterfly. So that's the life cycle of a butterfly. Then we have this Dory book. This is an ocean adventure, and these are magnets at the top, and each page is magnetic. So this is just a little story about Dory and her friends, and you can use the magnets, and we can talk about different sea creatures. And lastly in that bin I have these simple little flashcards to develop his language. So we have these living things, so a tree, a fish, a flower, a cat, dog, and a bird. So he should, after looking at these cards a couple of times and going over them, he should be able to identify those. In this bin down here for fine motor, this is his geoboard, so I just added a little spider, and I gave him the elastics, and he can create little patterns with these elastics and make a pretend spider web for his spider. This next item is a Melissa and Doug puzzle. It's a word puzzle, and this is good for fine motor and hand-eye coordination to line the pieces in the right spots, but it's also good for language skills because we can go over nest and cat. And there's a little bowl. I provide all the letters for him that he'll need for this activity. And then this one just says fish and fox. Up in there we have this art bin. So this flower pot came with this plant, and when we transplanted it to a larger pot, I saved this. So I gave him some animal stickers, and he can just feel free to decorate this little pot any way he chooses. And then here we have this cardboard tube that I made. I just stuck a pipe cleaner in it so we can hang it up. And what we're going to do is make a bird feeder, but he's also going to decorate it. We did this activity with strawberries before, so he's just to rub these blueberries on it to create this stain. And then afterwards we'll just add some peanut butter and some birdseed and hang it outside our window, and he can use his binoculars to look for some birds and maybe even some squirrels. Next is sensory bin. So in here we have a little face cloth, a little bit of his baby wash, and this little scrub brush. And I place his baby doll up here. And again, he's to take some water and he can wash his baby. And we can talk about, again, keeping our bodies clean, to keep germs off of it, keep us healthy. So that's for sensory. And last bin is for science. So I have this little magnifying glass and this yellow bucket here. And he's to pour some water into this bucket. And we can try to grow these little sea creatures. They're supposed to grow 600% larger than they already are now. And once they're in there, and he can watch them grow with this little magnifying glass. Also, again, talking about creatures that come from eggs. Again, he can add some water to this and this little cup. And this little egg came from Dollarama, and there's supposed to be a lizard inside. So he, again, can use this magnifying glass throughout the week and watch the egg slowly crack, and a little lizard should pop out of there. And then in the bin here, I just provided these two little eggs, a small one and a large one. This one I already hid a little duck inside. So we'll be going over this poem up here and talking about these creatures that come from eggs. So a duck, a snail, a chicken, a spider, a snake, a sea turtle, lizard, and even how some fish like goldfish come from eggs. Anyways, I just thought I would share this video with you and give you some ideas of how to set up a little learning area for your child. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.